And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in the Crypto, episode 196. Today is Tuesday, June 26th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. We are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
It's already Tuesday.
All right, that's why I had to look twice. Gabriel Hernandez, good morning. Tonio, what's going on? Jizzy Mac, that time already. Crypto Q, Sergeant Crypto, Malik Howard, Rashid L, Kevin Hodges.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Wilson, John Sieber, Dan the Man, Madam Crypto, Jamal J out of New York. Make sure you all go ahead and smash that like and share, people.
Oh, yeah.
If you like the show, smash a like and share. Dry Dessert, what's going on?
Waza.
Or Dry Desert.
Share it on Twitter. Share it on Instagram.
Share. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. For the free Bitcoin yesterday, who won?
Oh, yeah. So, for the free Bitcoin, we have a new winner, Samuel Aqua. Now, forgive me if I said the last name.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Cool last name, Samuel. He actually won in response to our question about the rankings, the Chinese rankings, where EOS is ranked number 1. Bitcoin is ranked all the way down at 17, which is laughable at best. And we basically said, do you think rankings actually help? And also, what are your top 3 coins? His response was basically, it actually helps new investors if it has no bias, which is almost impossible coming out of China. But he did suggest that we do our own rankings. A few people did actually do our own rankings.
Did some Kirby Crypto rankings.
Kirby Crypto rankings.
In 20 years, they'd be like, oh, the Kirby rankings said that was exactly. They said that wasn't a good buy.
Yeah, exactly. Should have listened. But and the ones he listed as the best ones was Bitcoin for its network effect, Steam for its user effect, and Monero for true privacy. So 3 good coins there. Definitely good to look at as far as use case, because the closer we get to ICOs getting regulated and all that stuff, you'll start to see the amount of coins get stretched or pushed down. So thank you, Samuel, for that comment. I already sent those free Satoshis, my brother.
Thank you for that, and we will consider actually doing a ranking. Somebody got to step up.
Oh, yeah.
Because China can't be the one leading the way in this one.
Nah, not at all.
All right, top story today. Andreessen, I can't pronounce the name. Andreessen Horowitz. And for whatever reason, my browser isn't loading here for you all. Let me bring it back up.
Young Andreessen
Horowitz has launched a $300 million crypto fund. Wow. Silicon Valley investment powerhouse Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, has launched a new $300 million fund focused on cryptocurrencies. They put the fund out in the blog post published Monday, kind of explaining. They called it A16Z, and will notably feature former federal prosecutor and assistant U.S. attorney Catherine Hahn as one of his co-leads. And also, I know today they went ahead and added, it may have been hard to read the story, but they were talking about their executive female that they hired. I'm not sure why that was a top story, but it was a top story. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bullish signal that a company this big, an investment firm this big, is jumping headfirst into crypto space. And of course, they have their ex-federal prosecutors on there, so they're former federal prosecutor,
they're already ready,
and assistant U.S. attorney. So we know they're covered on the government side of things.
And it's crazy that it took a little while, because we actually discussed this probably 6 months ago. It took a while for them to get it, but I'm sure the fact that they have assistant U.S. attorney, they probably have a range of lawyers. They had to get everything straight.
Oh, that's fair for the common man to launch a fund, though.
Absolutely,
anybody can launch a fund. That's the thing.
Not even anybody can do it. And it's crazy to me that they actually explain the reason they're doing this. They're looking for coins with a non-speculative use case, which is exactly 0 coins that are out right now. Every coin is speculative. However, 300 million, and they actually have stated that they're not they haven't sold in 5 years. They are long-term holders, and they won't sell for the next 10. That's good news for people that there are hedge funds who aren't actively going back and forth trading, doing futures, suppressing the price down. There are some that are actually buying and holding for the future. So that's good to see there. And Andreessen Horowitz, he does his homework. I'm sure he has a good team. He has plenty of money. He was around in Bitcoin early on. So it's good to see this coming about finally. And I'm sure we've seen, how many crypto funds have, kicked into gear this year? I don't know, 10, 12. So we'll see a lot bigger
ones. Last year, I think we went up to, 175, 180 in 1 year?
Yeah, but people were starting, small funds with just $1 million, $5 million, but now you're starting to see the $300, $500, $800 million funds, and they're coming through and smacking everybody out the way. So,
and their general partner Chris Dixon basically had a quote here where he said, "We plan to invest consistently over time, regardless of the market conditions, if there's another crypto winner, we'll keep investing aggressively. You hear that, people? With $300 million plus, they're saying where there's a bear market, a bull market, a crypto winner, a crypto over winner, overtime, whatever you want to call it, they buying. All right. Yeah. To me, that's a huge buy signal. Like you said, very smart group of investors. Very smart analysts at their trading table. So if they're going to keep buying and they're looking at that 5 or 10 years, that's one thing Bitcoin always says as well. I give him credit for that. He always says, I'm not even looking at until 10 years out. Yeah. So they're saying that as well. Bullish indicator, keep buying, keep holding, regardless of what happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Zach, Sergeant Crypto thought it wasn't real, though. Zach, you know how it is.
Yeah, and Jizzy Mac, you are exactly correct. They are cashing out. Hedge funds are cashing out right now, a lot of them, and that's why you do see a lot of this price action going on. And some people try to blame it on just one person, the dude from Mt. Gox, basically trading it. No, the trustee can't dominate the market by himself. Trust me. There's other funds who are basically piggybacking on top of news, piggybacking on top of
market psychology, though. They're all selling at the bottom. They're selling at the bottom. Like, you see, that is pretty funny when you really take a step back and look at it. This is the market psychology of trading, people. This is, the FA almost, where you just really look back and like people are selling right now a lot.
Yeah,
so,
and people are running away from the market when they should be running towards it. But,
right. So,
yeah, definitely.
Good luck on that.
Good luck on that. And let's see. I thought crypto as a whole was speculative. Yeah, it is, Sergeant Crypto. You are right. I don't know exactly how they found a non-speculative anything. Everything is speculative. Your couch is speculative. It could increase in value over time, but that's really one of the only things I have a problem with is that they say non-speculative, but good to see.
In the couch example, you have somebody famous sit on it. But anyway.
Exactly.
D-Truth7695 said, mimosas? Are you drinking mimosa?
Nah, straight OJ.
Okay, straight OJ today.
Oh, yeah.
We'll celebrate soon. 2 crypto exchanges introduced new fee models, achieve record trade volume. Now, we talked about this, was it yesterday or was it last week?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It was yesterday we talked about it. But it looks like there's another crypto exchange. You know, we were talking about the trans fee mining. Well, transaction fee mining may be a new model that a lot of coins are going to, exchanges are going to flock to. It looks like this newest one, Singapore-based Coinbean, is now ranked first with trading value with more than 2.1 billion in trading volume over a 24-hour period, with Hong Kong-based BitZ, Z as in zebra, in second with about 1.5 billion in trading volume over a 24-hour period.
That's crazy.
Wow. Looks like they both recently introduced their new transaction fee mining model, which of course we basically say is like an ongoing ICO where users receive 100% of their trading fees back in their coin. For one of them is called Coiny. The platform's named the currency. And that of course is based on the holding value of Coiny per hour divided by its total hourly volume, then multiplied by 100%. They said at the end of the day, the trading fee will go to the exchange. It will be exchanged into 100% Ethereum at the closing price hourly and be returned by 1500 the next day. And it looks like the exchange Coinbean also tweeted out. And kudos to them. Whether this lasts or not, whether it's sustainable.
Very slick.
Of course, we don't know because anytime you're making money, we have literally seen now in the last year and a half what governments will do or what other organized actors do. But Coinbean tweeted out on January 2018, we aim to reach the top 10 exchange in the world. We lived through our ups and downs in the past 6 months and never give up. And now we are the champion in the world. We will continue to move forward. Gratitude to our users, honest and humble to the market. I just want to call out that tweet because at the end of the day, they made that plan on January 2018, and literally 6 months later, they did get to the top.
Value. We are the champions, bro.
Hey,
shout out to innovation. You got to come up with new ways to do stuff. I'm sure somebody right now who is coming up with something new that 6 months from now will be something else. But in January, nobody was talking about this. And then when it comes out, boom, billions of dollars worth of trading.
2 exchanges now.
2 exchanges.
Somebody else saw it was like, oh, what's up? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that too.
Somebody else is going to copy it because Fcoin was the first and then Coinbean now. And it is pretty slick that you can use mining as a way for the actual trading fees.
That's smart. That's very smart.
Yeah, that's very smart. You have to find a way to attract people to your exchange. If you see the new ones that are popping up, Qcoin and Binance especially, they have giveaways like every day. I mean, all you have to do is own a little bit Qcoin shares or Binance coin, and they're giving away stuff. You can answer questions. They're giving away Bitcoin. Like, you have to bring the users, and then once the users come, the volume follows. And they basically found a way for people to stay on their website to use it and want to use it. So kudos to them.
And
great,
I mean,
great business model.
And even looking forward, we always talk about decentralized exchanges. This may be one of the ways decentralized exchanges can work. Is if when you are mining the coin or when you are transacting with the coin, you just get paid back with a decentralized currency right back on the platform. So that could really work, and that could cut out that middleman right there. So
try to tax that.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
good luck,
you're cutting out some people. So
at that point, you're gonna be taxing computers. Period. Like you can't mine, you can't use any.
You can't own a computer without permission.
You can't own it.
I mean, it's gonna get like that. So again, shout out to transaction fee mining. Again, this is when the transactions you pay while on the exchanges, you get that feedback 100% in the exchange's native coin. So very smart idea by the people who made that. We definitely like that one.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Always love innovation in this space.
Yep. Sergeant Crypto said the government can't keep up with their quote unquote regulations.
By the time they figure this one out, somebody else will have something else. I've heard like free COs. I've heard of the new model for ICOs.
I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Yeah,
I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Like as soon as people are like, "Oh, we're gonna regulate ICOs," it's like 4 or 5 different ways to have an ICO now. Like people have figured out other ways. They're just not popular yet, but you'll see them coming. Talk to some people personally, and they have totally different models than what you've ever seen, and they will be around this year. So it's good to see people are still pushing along. Who cares? That's why we always say, who cares about the price? Right. There's so much new technology coming right now, man. Y'all don't understand it.
Jamal J said, "What's the ETA on big decentralized exchanges?" We had it hopefully at targeted toward the end of this year.
Yeah, as I say, the end of this year, probably when you start seeing it come about.
Right,
but,
and then Q1, Q2 next year. Is when you.
But you have to have a bunch of exchanges try and fail first. And right now, there's a few that are still going, a lot of them, but there hasn't really been any big competition between them, simply because the big exchanges are still getting all the new users.
I was just about to say the wave hasn't finished even with the exchanges.
Yeah, so,
like you said, when they're still signing up 100,000 plus a day, and that's one exchange. You talk about 3 or 4 of them are literally signing up 500,000 users a day. It's going to take some time for them to show their true colors. Yeah. Which we'll talk about one day that showed its true colors, but
absolutely,
it's going to take some time for them to show their true colors first. So
Bancor, which we've discussed, altcoin.io, some of these decentralized exchanges, they're all looking at being finished roadmap wise the end of this year, as far as full production. So.
All right. Robinhood job ad sparks rumors it will launch cryptocurrency wallet. So we already been talking about Robinhood for a while. Just recently, they won their bank license. I think we mentioned that last week or yesterday. Months ago, we were talking about some of the moves they were making and how it could launch them into a brighter spotlight in the crypto market. And we're starting to see that. And of course, the job ads. If you follow them, not just Robinhood, but all these crypto companies, you can kind of see the direction they're trying to go. But it looks like stock and crypto trading app Robinhood has become the subject of rumors after the company posted a job advertisement for multi-skilled cryptocurrency engineers. So it looks like they are actually trying to create a full crypto wallet.
Yeah, and Robinhood they've been rumored to do this for a while. Actually, if you have the Robinhood app, they have the option for you to sign up to have a Bitcoin wallet within it. It's just not available yet. So most people who have that have seen it coming. However, I think this solidifies that they're expanding their team or making it bigger. So they do want a full crypto team, so to say. And
taking over.
Yeah, and I think if they get the banking license, you can trade options on there, and you can trade Bitcoin on there. If their fees stay 0 fees or very close to it, that'll be one of the platforms that really takes off. And they're based out in Palo Alto. This is that to me that's the best app I've seen that is not a part of the crypto world that's trying to adopt it. It's better, in my opinion, than most of the other ones you can trade with, Abra and some of the other ones. So Robinhood is doing their thing. I will give them that.
Oh, there you go. Shout out to Robinhood.
Shout out to Robinhood.
All right. In other news, crying to daddy nanny state.
Oh, Lord.
Secret Service calls for congressional attention on privacy cryptos.
Bruh.
An official for the U.S. Secret Service last week called on Congress to weigh potential legislative action on cryptocurrency that boast privacy-enhancing features. Speaking before the U.S. House of Reps Committee on Financial Services, Robert Novi, Deputy Assistant Director for the Service's Office of Investigation, stated that congressional attention on the issue is needed. He's quoted as saying, "We should also consider additional legislative or regulatory actions to address potential challenges related to anonymity, enhanced cryptocurrencies, services intended to obscure transactions on blockchains, and cryptocurrency mining pools." All right, all this stuff is above his head, I feel like.
All the way above.
I mean, you're talking about mining pools. And come on, what you talking about mining pools in Wyoming and Washington, or are you talking about mining pools in China, the ones that matter?
Yeah.
Because we definitely don't have the reach to do anything with that.
Yeah.
But
we're not even number one. So,
I just want to point out this is the same Secret Service that their last what was this? I don't know the name, but the director of the cryptocurrency division or chief of crypto at the Secret Service was also the same person who was sentenced to prison for stealing crypto from Ross Ulbricht and possibly setting him up or entrapping him and possibly killing people in this crazy case, of course, with Silk Road. But that was the last guy who was in charge of crypto over at the Secret Service. So it's interesting to see them weighing in on it again after this stain, to me, hasn't fully been removed yet.
Yeah, and I think they have been the number one most critical of privacy cryptos because they can't quote unquote do their job if they can't follow the money. Right. That's literally most Secret Service congressmen, anybody in government, all of the alphabet boys. They have to follow the money. They can't even really build a case unless there's money involved. Because even if you say you have this, you have that, be like, well, then how did I get it? You have to find how they paid for it, how did they purchase it. So if you can't find it, that's a problem for them. However, I will say that if they continue pursuing it the way they are, I've always used the phrase they are going to eat themselves. And this is what I think the scenario is going to be. They're going to pursue privacy coins or try to get privacy coins off of exchanges
and waste our tax money,
which is going to waste time. But what it's going to do is make privacy coins more valuable because then they'll be harder to get. And then when people are actually using them on other networks,
you passed the Secret Service test.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all okay? Come on over.
Exactly. And then people are like, well, what can I do with Zcash or one of these other if they're privacy? If nobody accepts it at the store. Decentralized exchanges. That's when decentralized exchanges will start taking over because they'll be like, okay, they're banning coins now. All right, I'm gonna go to this decentralized exchange. I can just take my coins I have, exchange it for one that's not banned, and then boom. And then that's how you get the volume of decentralized exchanges. And then people stop using regular exchanges, which is the only way they can catch people doing cryptocurrency stuff is through the exchanges. So by them pursuing this, they're actually gonna undercut themselves and make people move towards a different type of crypto economy that they'll have to adjust to as well. So hopefully after about 5 or 10 years of them chasing their tail.
I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
After they start doing this out the way, I start thinking to themselves, maybe we can't stop something that obviously you couldn't stop from the beginning, but we're wasting so much time and precious resources. Let's just lock up the big fish and leave the regular people.
And that's what it really is. Just lock up the outspoken ones, the big fish. Let's go ahead and take our cut on the table as they already have done.
Yep.
And business as usual, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's me, boss lady. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
All right. So with that though, with the Secret Service and Congress and regulators and all that good stuff. I just want to play this real quick. Hold on. I got it. It's my Gandalf the Grey, people. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I gotta throw it up there though. There we go. Let's get them up there. You have no power here.
You have no power here.
I like the way he laughed too. You have no power here.
Get up out of here. Yeah, and they'll realize it real soon, I think. Secret Service people, it's like, oh yeah,
you have no power here. I'm not sure when they're gonna learn, but I can't wait until they
Crypto
do.
Q is funny. He said the Secret Service has questions about privacy coins. Yes, that's what we're saying.
Right.
We're living in the Matrix, people. I swear, these people
they're
basically trying to stop what could help them not do stuff to other people that they shouldn't have been doing for so long. So it's all about control. You are right. S1 Dubs.
Oh, we're allowed. Hold on, we're allowed to be secret. Not all of you. All right,
exactly.
This is not fair.
Oh, you secret retail investors.
I know, right? All you,
scoundrels.
All you secret people trying to make a way for your family to eat and live. Korean crypto exchange comically trashes $650,000 by leaking users' private keys. This is a story you cannot make up, people.
Jesus Christ.
Again, this is what we meant by crypto exchanges that will end up eventually dropping the ball and passing it over to decentralized. But it looks like Hani, a mainstream, or it might be Hani, excuse me, a mainstream media outlet in South Korea, has reported on Sunday that BitCoex, a small crypto exchange in the country, absurdly released $650,000 worth of user data in a group chat. Bitcoin say, what is going on with BitCoex, and why would they do such a thing?
Well, it looks like BitCoex.
Why, mister?
Well, we have two theories, of course. The first theory is it happened as they basically described it.
Theory,
the mainstream theory that they use Keiko Talk, which is the biggest social media app you can use in Korea, and they basically leaked about 19 or 20 different users' information, which is worth $650,000. And the reason they supposedly did this, or the reason it happened, is because they didn't care about security, only about expanding their business, which is what they've told us. However, in these cases, I've seen enough scoundrels and scams going on in this space to know that you don't just release a bunch of people's information.
Right. What's the real story?
What's the real story? And also, the people's information that they released, are these people enemies of the people who run the exchange? Are they those people themselves? So they can say, we lost our money, somebody stole it. These are all different things that they happen in this economy. And one of the biggest things is if somebody steals it, we can see what wallet it goes to, and you can see what the funds move to. However, if you steal it from an exchange and you move it before they can figure it out, whatever solution they come up with, they won't get it back, so to say, and they don't have to return it on their taxes. So that's why
we think inside.
That's why I think it's inside.
It's an all inside job on
because
it's written all over it.
Come on, man, your security system can't be that trash where you release it on a social media site.
That's the problem. The security is so good. They say, you know what, we just need to do this on our own. What do you mean?
Yeah,
just let it go.
Just let it go, bro.
Just let it fly.
Yeah, like it's no encryption.
Don't look back.
It's no nothing on there. So it's you leak anything on Keiko Talk, it's public knowledge at that point.
But again, it goes into these are still alternative media sites for the most part. I think one day some of these sites will get bigger. Of course, they're going to sell. I'm talking about the CCNs, the Cointelegraphs, the CoinDesk. But my point is, as they continue to grow, as the market continues to grow, as people continue to frequent these sites, this will become a mainstream story, and people will say, wow, there's crypto exchanges that are going as far as just putting out my information in a group chat. Because realistically, there's nothing stopping any exchange from doing that. And no one will go to jail, people. That's what you really need to understand. I think the only thing that may make them hesitate is some of the top accounts. I mean, if you have like $10 million of exchange, you clearly should have the resources to be able to do something with the exchange owners or whoever that put the information out. Whether it's lawyers or calling some people in Eastern Europe. I don't know. But my point is,
these stories always go away.
Right.
They always go away, people.
But my point is, there's nothing stopping. This is why they say you can't leave all your money on exchange, or at least one exchange, because there's literally nothing stopping an exchange owner from doing this, or someone working there doing this. And I think that will shake the confidence long term in exchanges. Not right now, like I said, it's still early. Yeah. But long term, people will start to look like, okay, why do we even need this? So.
Oh yeah.
Crazy story coming out of South Korea, though.
Oh man, yeah, that's just basic incompetence or easy way to steal $650K.
What they say in the movie Casino, he was like, it's either incompetence or you're in on it. Either way, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what it is. I don't got time to figure out. You just gotta go.
You got to go.
All right, to end the day on a great story, not a good story. Breaking new ground: South Africa gets its first Bitcoin ATM.
Oh, yeah.
I won't lie, I thought South Africa already had one. What is going on down over there?
Oh yeah, they did technically, but the ATM that broke ground in 2014. It was so little used, they didn't count it. Okay. There's no significant user interest.
They're like, we got real ATM.
Yeah, it was like, we got a real ATM working. I think that was buy only at the time. I think this one will have both ways. But the good thing is it allows South Africans to allow trade and purchase of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but also other ones. Apparently, they'll offer other cryptocurrencies that they can pay for. And in the continent of Africa, the different countries that have had ATMs, it's been very tough because a lot of their banks are controlled. They can't really, get funding for their Bitcoin companies, but ATMs give regular people a way to walk up, pay for Bitcoin, receive it, and you don't have to go through the exchanges. You don't have to go through the signups. It is a little bit of a higher fee. However, I think that fee will come down as more people start to use it, because people are not going to pay 10%, 15% forever. They can just get away with it now because there's only about 3,000 Bitcoin ATMs in the world. So
is it that few?
That few. It's only about 400 operators, I think, like that own the ATM. So good to see in South Africa. Very big hub for cryptocurrency. Vinny Lingham is from down there. A few other guys. Big name people.
Oh,
so
Vinny.
They definitely have the people who want to use it. You just got to bring the stuff to the people. Got to bridge the gap.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, for the free Bitcoin today, what are we doing?
Oh yeah. So for the free Bitcoin, the Robinhood crypto app. Will you be using Robinhood to purchase Bitcoin once they use it as a wallet, or will you stick with traditional ways of buying it through exchanges? Also, you can diversify. Let us know. Put your public address, and we'll send those free Satoshis.
All right, there you go. Other than that, have a happy Tuesday. Of course, you know you can find us at KRBEcrypto.com, www.KRBEcrypto.com. We got our specials going on, newsletter special, 7 newsletters for $10.
7 newsletters for $10, 50% off monthly sign-ups for our subscribers. Got some new subscribers yesterday. So.
And for that 50% off, the referrals, the winner gets a brand new treasure in the plastic as well.
Fresh.
There we go. Jamal J said I met Coin Vault guy the other day.
Oh, word.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Trevor Noah will comment on it tonight.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. All right. Other than that, people have a great day. Happy Tuesday. We will see you tomorrow on Hump Day with some more crypto news coming right at you.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. P-Man Van, what's going on? Hope all has been well. Just saw him check in.
Have a good one.
All right.